In this problem, we're given an integer array of nums, and we're going to return true if any value appears at least twice in the array, and we're going to return false if every element is distinct. So in this first example, we're given a nums array with the values 1, 2, 3, and 1 again. So this would output true because we have two elements of 1. And in example 2, we have a nums array called 1, 2, 3, and 4. And it's going to output false because each element in this array is unique. And how I went about this solution is that we know that hash sets, or just sets in general, contain only unique values. So if we utilize a set in this problem, we can check if values are unique or not. And so the first thing I want to do is I want to initialize the set. This set is going to be of integers, and we're just going to call it unique. And we're just going to use a hash set. And what we want to do is we want to iterate through the entire nums array, and as we iterate through them, we want to check if we want to add each element to this hash set. And when we add them, as we iterate, we also want to check if the hash set already contains a given element, because if it already contains a given element, then we know that that element exists numerous times. So as I said, we want to iterate through the nums array, and we're going to use a for loop. So we're going to iterate through nums. And as we iterate, we are going to add each element to unique. And then here we want to check, does the given element already exist in the unique hash set? And we're going to check that by using the contains method. And so if it contains the given element, then we can return true, indicating that it's true that the array contains duplicate values. Otherwise, if we can iterate through the entire thing without finding duplicate elements, we can return false, indicating that the entire array is filled with unique values. And one thing to notice about this solution right here is that this actually does not work. One key component to think about is this if statement here. We see that we are adding the elements of the array and then checking if they exist in the hash set. This is a flaw because obviously by adding the value and then checking if it exists, it is going to exist in the hash set because we just added it to the hash set before checking. So we have to put this if statement before the add statement. And so let's try to run this. All right, we see that we pass the given test cases, and the runtime complexity of this solution is going to be big O of n, because regardless of if this array contains duplicate values or not, we do have to iterate through the entire length of the array, which is why it'll be O of n, n being the number of elements / the length of the array.